Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh and morning. In the last session, we heard the presentation of the budget for 2022 from the Minister of Finance. Thus, at this session, the Minister has been appointed to give submission and presentation on the budget received and the program to implement using the budget allocated to the Minister. Now, I invite Yang Berhormat the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development to give her argument.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Tuan Yang Dipertua, allow me to give arguments and explanation on the budget and programs that want to be implemented.
Welcome Yang Berhormat.
Tuan Yang Berhormat, the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development today expressed its highest appreciation and thanks to the Yang Amat Berhormat Prime Minister for the 2022 budget with the theme Malaysian Family Prosperous. Based on the announcement of the 2022 budget, Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development received an allocation of 2.682 billion ringgit with an increase of 4.56% compared to 2021. Alhamdulillah, here we received a good response from the government in providing better services than before. Of the amount, Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development received an allocation for operating expenditure of 2.506 billion ringgit, while an allocation for development expenditure of 175 million ringgit. The 2022 budget allocation will benefit all Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development target groups. I also welcome the Women Family allocations announced in the 2022 budget this time. Consisting of various groups including single mothers and young women will be assisted in the term of income generation, increasing involvement in leadership, well-being and health, as well as protection in realizing the national agenda of the developing movement. Furthermore, through the Malaysian Family Assistance Initiative announced in the 2022 budget presentation, there are provisions provided to help Malaysian families to ensure survival and to some extent alleviate the burden of household in providing for their basic needs, especially in this pandemic era. Therefore, with the two budgets allocated to the Malaysian women, families and society, there are two programs that need to be implemented. This program is made based on the reports received from the strategic partners of the Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development. The first program is the Wise Women Program, Prosperous Women Program. The program will be conducted in the state of Sarawak and will last for 18 days. The program is implemented to ensure that the women developing is growing. This program is to improve women's knowledge and skill and improve women leadership. The second program is concerned for women, families and society. With the budget received to the ease burden of Malaysian families, we plan to do this program in the state of Kelantan, and this program will run from July 10 to July 31st, which will involve several districts in the state of Kelantan. This program is done to ensure that Ministry of Women, Family and Community Development can assist the government in providing assistance to those in need and ensure that it can give new life to them to survive in this pandemic era. That's all for my submission. Thank you, Yang Dipertua.
Thank you, Honorable Minister of Women, Family and Community Development.
Sorry to interrupt. Tuan Yang Dipertua, allow me to ask a question to the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development.
Apologize, Honorable. Today's session is only for presentation from the Minister of Women Development, Community Families and opportunity for who wish to support on the program to be implemented. However, there will be a second meeting to open any question and debates between the two parties. So next, I will give way to the Kota Kinabalu to respond to the presentation Minister of Women, Family and Community Development.
Thank you, Tuan Yang Dipertua. Assalamualaikum. I am very honoured to welcome the Wise Women, Prosperous Women program that will be implemented in Sarawak. This is because it is in line with the principles of the Sarawak government, which always wants to empower women, not only from the social, political and economic aspects. In fact, it covers all aspects of national development. I hereby support the implementation of the program and hope that it can empower all women in the state. I am confident that this program can help the socio-economic development of Sarawak will be able to be developed on par with the development in Peninsular Malaysia. With this, the state of Sarawak will not be left behind in the development process, in line with the spirit of the Malaysian family, which is very concerned about the prosperity of the state and the well-being of the people of Sarawak. Indirectly, it can further strengthen Sarawak's position in the Malaysian Federation. This will be able to revive the activities of economic sectors affected by the COVID-19 pandemic.
Thank you Yang Berhormat Kota Kinabalu. Now I invite Yang Berhormat Gombak to support the present.
Yang Dipertua, thank you for allowing me to support. In my opinion, the budget and the second program would like to be able to provide great benefit to those who need more, to the living mothers. Without us realizing it, single mothers have various challenges such as economic instability, health problems and stigma, society, child support and the challenge of raising children. With the help provided, they can alleviate the challenges they face. Therefore, appropriate intervention are necessary to help single mothers achieve social functioning and improve their physical and psychosocial well-being. Thank you, Yang Ketua.
Thank you Yang Berhormat Gombak. Thank you all Yang Berhormat. The today meeting of House end until 10 a.m. on 2 February 2022. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum and good morning, honorable members. Before I start today's session, I will give to all Yang Berhormat the bill and report about the program, the Minister of Women, Family and Community Development. As soon as the report is distributed, I will give the opportunity to the Honorable Leader of the Opposition and its member to provide any question and also open for a discussion session between the Honorable about the program to be implemented. Now, I give the way to Yang Berhormat Kuala Selangor to do so.
Thank you, Yang Dipertua. Yang Dipertua, I have some question to ask. However, this question is related to the first program, which is as stated in the program, Concern for Women, Family and Society. I would like to touch on two things about the program. Yang Berhormat, I would like to touch on the first thing, that in the program has been stated in the bill distributed that it will last for 18 days in Sarawak, which will benefit 300 women in Sarawak. This is a great initiative that will be implemented by the Ministry Women, Family and Development. But I see this program is just more about knowledge sharing and will help the women community in Sarawak only at that time. Yang Berhormat, I see this will be a problem in the future where the effectiveness of the program will only be effective within 2 weeks of the program is run. This is because Ministry of Women, Family and Development does not see aspect after the program is run, such as what will happen when the program ends. Is this percentage that will use the knowledge high or not? It's like Ministry of Women, Family and Development gave up on the thought the program was good enough for the community there. Yang Berhormat, the second thing I would like to touch on is the budget approved by the Ministry of Women, Family and Development for the first program. Honorable Minister of Women Development, Family and Development, I would like to question why such a budget of only RM154,894 ringgit is allocated for the program when the 2020 national budget is the largest budget given to the ministry.
The largest budget? Excuse me? I don't think so. Yang di-Pertua, sorry for my interruption.
Honorable members, I am pleased to remind you of the rules of meeting. I read meeting rules 13.7. A member shall not disturb a member who is speaking unless he wish to issue a reprimand regarding the order of the meeting. Second, if Yang Berhormat wanted to say the clarification on any matter raised by the member who is speaking in the speech, just sit down and wait. The chairman calls the member who wants to interrupt. Honorable member, all understand that these are the rule of the meeting. So, if Yang Berhormat want to speak, ask permission please. So, let continue Yang Berhormat Kuala Selangor.
Thank you, Yang di-Pertua. Yang Berhormat Indisol, I would like to argue that such a small budget cannot satisfy and benefit the women community in Sarawak. This has to do with the first issue that I touched a moment ago. What will happen to the women's community after the program ends? Thank you, Yang di-Pertua.
Thank you Yang Berhormat Kuala Selangor. Without wasting time, now I invite Yang Berhormat Sungai Petani to ask a question.
Thank you, Yang di-Pertua. The question I want to ask is referring to the second program. Tuan Yang di-Pertua, there is one thing I want to touch on about the second program. Before I touch on it, I would like to say the assistant provider can to extend, give a new breath to those involved. But there is one aspect that I feel Yang Berhormat has overlooked. The first, after the PKP was held, was to ensure that the safety of many affected people who lost their income. It also income the M40 group, where when we refer to this program, no incentive is given to M40. At the same time, they are also affected, although their income is a lot. The cost of living borne by the M40 group is more and eventual cause them to be unable to continue living as usually and start having well-being problem in life. Moreover, the increase in price of essential goods shows that the M40 is also one of the groups that affected and need help from the government. Of course, T20 group is among those who are less affected if the food price are high, but it is a big pressure on the B40 group and most of the M40 group. So I emphasize that there are still households in the M40 category that have many dependents that need the government help and support. This group is also one of the groups that contribute to economic activity. With this, I hope that additional assistance will be given to the M40. Thank you, Yang di-Pertua.
Thank you to Yang Berhormat Sungai Petani. Thanks to all Yang Berhormat. All pending question and discussion will be brought to meeting 3. Therefore, I close this session until 10 a.m. on 3 February 2022. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Assalamualaikum and good morning. In the third session today, I will give way to the Minister and Member of the State Women, Family and Community Development to answer all the questions and debates given by the opposition leader and its member at the last session. But don't worry, I have set a date time for each minister to present the budget received. Inshallah, we can finish the presentation from all the minister. However, at the third session this morning, I would like to allow the Minister of Women, Family, Community Development and relevant government members to answer all the questions. So therefore, now I invite the Honorable Minister of Women, Family and Community Development to give her argument and to answer the question.
Thank you, Yang Di-Pertua. Allow me to answer the question from the Honourable Kuala Selangor first. Referring to his question about what will happen after the program ends, according to what has been planned and said, the women involved in this program will be monitored from time to time. This monitoring is done by knowing if there is a change in their lives. For instance, for a woman who does not have a job, we will monitor whether they get a job or a new source of income after the program ends. We will also collect all the information and data about them and identify whether they still need a program like this to help further their acquirement talent. Next, we answer question about the percentage that we will use the knowledge from the program. We provide certain parties to care for and ask the program participants about them using the knowledge they gain in the program. With this, we can see the extent to which the program can impact their lives. Referring to my first explanation, it is proven that the program does not stop there, but it gives many benefits to those involved. Yang Di-Pertua, allow me to answer the question to Yang Berhormat Sungai Petani.
Welcome, Yang Berhormat.
To answer the question about Yang Berhormat Sungai Petani, we are a part of the development of women, families and communities, welcoming the suggestions given by the esteemed parties. Soon, we will conduct a study on the M40 groups and identify those who need help from the government. We are also aware that these groups are also receiving a major impact due to the COVID-19 pandemic. With this, we will make an increase in assistance to M40. With this action, we hope to get support from the other cabinet members to continue this program. Thank you.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Ministry of Women Family. Now, I open the opportunity for any government member to support the answer of the Yang Berhormat Minister of Women, Family and Community Development.
I am Yang Di-Pertua.
Welcome, Yang Berhormat Gombak.
I support the answer given by Minister, Women, Family and Community Development, and I hope this program can meet all the objectives that Minister of Women, Family and Community Development wanted. That's all from me, Yang Di-Pertua.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Gombak. So, I give one last chance. If there any supporting or addition from government supporter? Is it?
I am Yang Di-Pertua.
Okay, let's continue. Yang Berhormat Kota Kinabalu.
Okay, I agree with the first program to be done in Sarawak, but I hope this program is taken seriously by the officials involved in running the program. That's all from me, Yang Di-Pertua.
Thank you, Yang Berhormat Kota Kinabalu. Next, to all Yang Berhormat, I will give time to the Yang Berhormat to vote on the bill that given by Minister of Women, Family and Community Development. Anyone who agree, say with the word yes, and disagree, say with the word no. All Yang Berhormat can do now. Alhamdulillah, all Yang Berhormat, I already have the answer. I found there was 2 per 3 concern on the bill and the program. Therefore, this bill will be have a second reading in the next session. With that, honorable members, The meeting today is closed until 10 a.m. 5 February 2022. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.